not currently, no.
Were you?
Yes, I was.
All right.
But I only will stay on the line for 45 seconds.
And this one says, Art, so I say, warn you.
So I say, you're on you.
Very clear warning.
Oh,
So I say, you're on you.
You hear that?
Yo, very clearly.
Yeah, well,
There was one little tiny gibberish before warn you.
That's you speaking, chipping in.
That's me.
Yeah.
All right.
Hear it again on the slow speed.
So I say, you're on you.
Okay?
Wow.
And that was you. Let me do the last beat again. The warn you is very significant, very clear reversal, perfectly enunciated, perfect tonality. You can hear his seriousness behind it. Warn you. Take note.
So I say, you're on you.
All right, play it at regular speed, David.
Okay, here we go.
So I say, you're on you.
Yep.
Okay. So I say, warn you. He's emphasizing his point here. Take note. Listen to this, okay?
Oh, yes.
You were well fogged, my friend.
Well fogged.
And he has another reversal as well.
And tonight was one of the very rare nights that I didn't
tape it.
But I'm going to hang up now.
All right, you're exactly right. 45 seconds on the nose.
And then he says, my man had a gun.
My man had a gun. My man had a gun.
And again?
My man had a gun.
Oh, that's clear.
Yeah. And it
Too
makes
clear.
me wonder who this guy really was, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Warn you, my man had a gun. And we hear the other guy saying, gonna get shot. I mean, something came down, Art. Something really came down. I got chills doing these reversals. Okay, now here's one on you.
Wow. All right, now I've heard it. Thank you, folks. I was unable to hear that myself until just now. Weird stuff.
And here you say, they force our battery.
This voice now, battery. This voice now, battery.
Okay?
This voice now, battery.
Oh, yes.
Did you go on backup battery systems, or was it referring to the batteries in the satellite, or what? Any idea?
We went on landline backup, digital landline backup.
Right.
Now, if I was referring to something that had to do with the satellite, I'm not aware of it.
Right.
So I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, they forced our battery. I just assumed it was a backup system. And
well, when I think of backup, which is certainly what we were trying to get on at that moment or had just achieved, I would think of battery backup. So that's probably congruent.
Right. That's what I suspect, too. Here's another. I got a couple more important ones to play yet, and let's continue.
Absolutely. And it's a necessity, and, at one time it did pay my bills.
Naive assassin.
Naive assassin.
Okay. And look at the trend that's coming in all of these reversals, all of them,
yes, oh yes.
In the genuine callers. This is a man who's a current security guard. And let's run this one. And here we go.
Are you not afraid of retribution for making this call?
No, because we're security. And that's why Area 51 exists.
Okay, two reversals here. The first one says, the theory all set.
The theory all set. The theory all set.
What theory is all set?
Yeah.
The theory all set.
And the next reversal says, they'll shut you down.
And just situations have been claimed tonight, especially. They'll shut it down.
Damn.
They'll shut it down.
Hear that?
Yes, oh yes. Too clearly, thank you very much. They'll shut you down.
Absolutely. I don't know what to tell you about this. It's something very seriously happened, and you're getting warned from people who are either current or ex-Area 51 employees who, in my mind, know exactly what they're talking about and know exactly how things work. And you've been warned.
This gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I remember them from that night, but hearing this now really gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah. Yeah. And here's another one on you.
And then at the very end, this is all stuff you didn't hear.
Right.
it was a kind of a scream and a screech and a cutoff.
And you say, and did we fuss?
And did we fuss? And did we fuss? And did we fuss?
Just a statement of fact, you know.
Yes.
Fussing around, trying to work out what's going on.
Sure.
Okay, well, that's practically it. I've got a couple more, and then I'm done with the Area 51 calls.
Okay.
And, I still got more on Furman to play. It depends on how you want to run the program tonight. I can go for another hour at least, but it's up to you. Let us continue on here.
Well, you know what, Art? I think you're more prophetic than what you realize.
Prophetic?
Because did you say
pathetic or prophetic?
Prophetic, that's him. Yeah.
And you're laughing, and back would you say, broke us up, get us off.
Broken us up, get us off.
Broken us up.
Broken us up, get us off.
Broken us
off, get us off.
I think it refers, I don't know whether it refers to your laughing, you're breaking up laughing, or whether you're still reflecting on the whole night that happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but it was very clear.
Yeah, okay. And this is one more on Steve in the second day that he called in. And this is probably his one redeeming reversal in all of the other ones that he had.
Just inside the Russian border, there were American troops involved. Soviets would not let the Americans come in, even and get the troops out. And Kennedy knew about this, and he was about to tell everyone about it.
And then he says in reverse, I pierce the big enemy.
I pierced the big enemy. I pierced the big enemy.
I pierced.
I pierced the big enemy.
Okay?
Yes.
And that's basically it.
All right.
The clear reversals I found on the Area 51 reversals. So, I've got several more on Furman, all the Simpson stuff. I've got the test that I want to run. It's up to you.
All right. Why don't we run the test? Do you have time?
Yeah, we've got 10 minutes. I don't know whether we'll get it in 10 minutes.
No. It's going to take 10 minutes. Really?
It's 10 to 1, is it not?
How long is the test?
Well, it is about 5 reversals, and what I want to do is, we'll get in as much of it as we can.
All right.
And I want people to get their pencil and papers out now, and I'm going to play you several reversals, and I'm going to give you a multiple choice of what they say. And this is the format, what I'm going to do. We'll just do a trial run to start off with. I'm going to play you a reversal at 3 different speeds, and this first reversal, I'm going to give you the answer to this at the end, then I'll run the rest. This reversal either says, get back in it, big truck fix it, or there's a crack in it. So listen, what does it say? Get back in it, big truck fix it, or there's a crack in it. Get back in it.
Get back in it. Get back in it.
And here's the forwards on that one.
And he cut defense, an extra $60 billion. Get back in it.
What did you hear on that one, Art?
You really want my answer? Because if I give you my answer and I've got it, it will influence others.
Okay, well, that was just my first test run.
All right, answer is get back in it.
Exactly correct. Okay, now the rest of them I'm not going to tell you, okay?
All right.
So now we're going to run it. Here's example number 2. This one either says, we were going too fast, they pulled out the grass, or cover the car with brass. So which one does it say?
They pulled out the grass. They pulled out the grass. They pulled out the grass.
Okay, I don't want you to tell me, and we're going to run the forward dialogue.
Oh, baby! Ow! Sorry, before I left the other night. Oh, really?
Okay, and one more time.
They pulled out the grass.
Okay, now here's test number 2, and this one either says, you were being so catty, who was ever the baddie, or you were never my daddy. And which one do you think this says? And we're going to play this now.
You are never where it said. You are never where it said. You are never where it said.
And here's a forward on this.
It's tearing me apart because I keep this lie saying that he did do it when I know he did. And Mom, I love you. And I love Robert and Ray